Good morning to Madam Mawada. My name is KIONG and my metric number is 2715579. I am from Group 6. Today our group will gonna present about the service quality of KACHIMA. These are my group members. So to Madam heard about KACHIMA before? KACHIMA actually is a grocery shop that located in Gachi Mall at Bukit Gachi. It is located between two hostels which are SME Bank and Bank Rakyat. KACHIMA also is the only grocery shop that located at Bukit Gachi, so it does not have other competitors. Moreover, there are a lot of eating shops besides KACHIMA at Gachi Mall. So most residents will have their lunch or dinner here, which automatically bring a flow of people which can ensure KACHIMA business. KACHIMA will sell different types of products to the residents. For example, residents can buy daily products such as hanger, iron, water heater, shampoo or comb here for daily use. Students also can buy stationery such as A4 paper, notebook, pen or liquid paper here for academic use. Despite of product, KACHIMA will also provide service to the residents. In this case, KACHIMA has equipment such as 3 computers and 3 printers which can provide printing and scanning service to the residents. Students can print out their note here and which only charge for 10 cents per page. If the customer facing any problem while printing or scanning, they can ask for help from the workers at KACHIMA. Usually, they will have 2 or 3 workers that carry out their duty at KACHIMA every day. Furthermore, KACHIMA will also provide service which helps students to keep their printers during long-term holiday. KACHIMA will also provide boxes to the students to keep their things inside the boxes in order to put in the storeroom during long-term holiday. So there are some pictures that I took at the KACHIMA, which is the products of KACHIMA, junk food and biscuits, stationery, lady products at KACHIMA, and last but not least is washing product at KACHIMA. So now I would like to pass to my group member AZHAN to continue the presentation. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad ZULFIQAR bin Muhammad ZUKIRAM, number metric 271088. Circle. One of the most popular service quality approaches used in marketing research is the circle service quality model developed by Parasuraman, Jethling and Berry. Circle is based on a comparison of 2 main factors, namely provide more than provide service appreciation of the real service that they reserve expected service. If the facts are more than expected, then the service can be considered as good. If the facts are less than expected, then the service is considered to be of poor quality. If the statement is the same as the hope, then the service is satisfactory. Tangible or physical evidence of a company's ability to present assistance to an external party. The apparent and ability of the facility and physical infrastructure of the company and its surrounding environment are tangible evidence of the service rendered by the service provider. This includes physical facility, technology, and the appearance of its employers. In short, it can mean the appearance of physical facility, equipment, personnel, and communication material. Ability is the ability of the company to provide the service as promised accurately and reliably. To meet customer expectations means timely performance, flawless service, sympathy attitude, and high accuracy. In short, it can be interpreted as the ability to provide promised service in a timely, reliable, and reliable manner. Responsiveness is a willingness to have the provide customer with prompt and responsive service with clear information delivery, letting customer wait for no apparent reason correct a negative perception of service quality. Ensure it can be interpreted as a willingness to help customer by providing good and fast service. Assurance is the knowledge, courtesy, and ability the corporate employers to grow customers' confidence in the company. The components are communication, credibility, security, competence, and courtesy. In short, it can be interpreted as the knowledge and hospitality of the person and the ability of the person to be trust and believe. Empathy, which is to giving sincere and individual or personal attention give to customer by striving to understand consumer desire where a company is expected to have an understanding and knowledge of the customer, understand the customer specific needs and have convenience operating hour for the customer. In short, it can be interpreted as an attempt to know and understand the customer needs individually.
Hi madam, my name is Lim Jinlong and I am going to present about the data analysis part for our group assignment. Okay, next, so here is the step for our constructing our analysis, which is we form the questionnaire for collecting data, and also we recording and analyzing the data, and finally we make a conclusion for our data. So since our target is we are going to analyze the service quality score of Kachima, and we also receive total of 100 respondents from our questionnaire from the University of Utara Malaysia students, and also each of the respondents can only giving one answer for each question. So here's the content of our questionnaire, which is Kachima, product service and equipment, responsiveness and assurance, and also friendly to customer. So let's move to part 1, Kachima. So here is the result of respondents who have been to Kachima. From here we can see that there is total 85% of respondents who have been to Kachima, and also another 15% of respondents say that they didn't went to Kachima for even one time. So from the next part, we only giving to this 85% of respondents for answering because they have the experience from receiving the service from Kachima, so we can analyze more clearly from these respondents. So let's move to part 2, which is product, service, and equipment. From here, we can see that after we collecting all the data, we have made a new column which is total, and we sum up all the data together. So from here, you can see that most of the respondents are giving 4 marks, and we can say they also agree with the product, service, and equipment they received from the Kachima. For further analysis, we are also going to forming a new table for calculating mean. So we are going to making a new column which is called fx. So how we calculate the fx? We using the number of respondents and type the mark which they have selected. For example, like 31 respondents select 5 marks, so we use 31 times 5, and we get the result is 155. And after that, we sum up all of this data, and we get 1,469. So how we calculate the mean? We just using the total of fx divided by the total number of respondents, which is 1,469, and divide by 425. Then we get 3.46. So from here, we can see that most of the respondents are satisfied with the product, service, and equipment that given by the Kachima. So let's move to part 3, which is responsiveness and assurance. So we are also using the same method like previous part, but from here we can see that most of the respondents are giving only 3 marks, and also neutral with the responsiveness of and assurance they're giving by the Kachima. So we are also using the same method for calculating the mean, which is we are using 1,138 and divided by 340, then we get 3.35. from this value, we can see that is less than from previous part. So we can say that the Kachima need to improve their workers' responsiveness and assurance to their customer. So this is the last part, which is friendly to customer. From here, we are going to analyze, is that the worker of Kachima have friendly to customer or not? So from here, we can see that most of the respondents are giving 4 marks, which is also agree with the statement of the worker of Kachima is friendly to them. And also, we are going to making constructing a new table and also calculating the mean. And so from here, we can see that the mean, we are going using 888 and divide by 255. Then we get 3.48. This is the highest mean value from the previous part. So we can say that the Kachima worker is friendly to customer, and the respondent is agree with this point. As a conclusion, we can say that the service quality score of Kachima is moderate, and also it can be satisfied by the student in UUM. But there are also some of the defects of the service quality score of Kachima have shown based on the data that we have collected. Such like some of the respondents is giving only 1 mark, and they are strongly disagree with the product, service, and equipment, and also the other part on Kachima. So from here, we can say that Kachima still have a lot of room for improvement for their service quality. So that's all for me. Thank you for your watching and listening. Thank you.
In this part, we're talking about the fishbone diagram of the Kachima. So inside the fishbone diagram, there are 5 branches. There are people, mental, material, equipment, and environment. First, we're talking about the people. The worker in the Kachima is less knowledge about their product and not efficient enough training. So according to our survey that was done by the Google form, the employee quickly and efficiently, only 4.7% people strongly agree, 38.8% agree, 48.2% neutral, and 70.1% disagree, and 1.2% strongly disagree. So why it happened? Because the worker did not have enough training on their job, so it led to the less efficient service product that provide to the customer. And the second, we're talking about the mental. That is response. The result of the survey in our Google form, 2.4% people strongly disagree that Kachima take any action to resolve customer problem. 39.2% agree, 44.7% neutral, 70.6% disagree, and 5.9% people strongly disagree. With the result, we can understand that Kachima did not react quickly to the problem that faced by the customer, and it caused the dissatisfied by the Kachima and become less attractive to the customer. So, and next we're talking about this the third branches, the material product. Almost half of the people agree the product provided by the mark fulfill the customer demand. 4.7 strongly agree, 32.9 neutral, 8.2 disagree, and 3.5 strongly disagree. Still have some customer is not satisfied with the product that provided by the Kachima. So by that, the Kachima have to do some research analysis to identify which product and what product is wanted by customer, and try to increase the product to fulfill the demand of the customer. And the third is the equipment branches. The reason why the Kachima become less attractive to the student or the customer in the University Utara Malaysia is the equipment condition. The Kachima should increase their equipment like computer and printer to provide more quality service to the customer. By that only can satisfy the customer, as well as increase the number of the customer visit the Kachima. And the last one branches is environment. The reason why the Kachima become less attractive by the customer in the University Utara because it's its location. Kachima is located outside the university area, so most of customers are outside the university area. student inside the university rarely go there, and bus to the location is 1 hour apart. So by that, Kajimo have to focus on the customer from the Bank Raya, May Raya, and the RHB Bank Hotel. By that, to increase their profit and attract more people to visit them and be well known in the Kaji section. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Steven. My matrix number is 269964. I'm going to talk about the conclusion. Kajimart has good overall service quality. In product, service, and equipment aspect, more than 50% of the respondents agree that Kajimart provides products that fulfill customer demands, good services, and sufficient quantity of products. But only about 44% of the respondents agree that the equipment in Kajimart are always in good condition. However, about 92% of the respondents rated the function of Kajimart equipment are above average or average. Kajimart has also done a very good job in responsive and assurance aspect of their service. More than 50% of the respondents agree that the employees of Kajimart are friendly towards their customers. Now I'm going to talk about the recommendation. Kajimart should provide more attention on the maintenance of their equipment by checking all the condition of the equipment every week to make sure they are functioning. Kajimart should also restructure their service like their payment system to make it faster for customers to buy stuff. Next, Kajimart should be more sensitive towards customer problems by providing a box for customer to write their feedbacks and take action to resolve the problems. Kajimart should make a research on the type of product that the customer needed to make sure they sell the product that the customer demand and needed. Kajimart employees should take the initiative to learn about the product that they are selling in order to answer the question from the customer. Besides that, Kajimart employees should be trained to smile more to appear more friendly to the customers, and Kajimart should hire more employees to work in a shift to handle the crowd of customers so that the customer won't have to wait too long for a service. Kajimart should provide a counter especially for printing and binding service to make the service faster and efficient by cutting off the queue. Kajimart should also do a research on the population of Kachi residents to make sure they have sufficient product to fulfill the demands. Kajimart should upgrade their equipment regularly to provide services that are relevant to the customer needs, like upgrading their software in their computer. That's all from me. Thank you.